Right then, hello and welcome back to Forza Motorsport 2, about to get on with the next championship in the regional series. It is, of course, the American A-Class Championship. I've decided to go for the good old Ford GT and try my best to make it look like the car or the poster child for Gran Turismo 4. Again, it's not perfect because I don't have the manufacturer logos, and I had to create the Gran Turismo logo from scratch because it looks nothing like it, because they use the Impact font for the Gran Turismo logo. Unfortunately, that isn't available in this game, so I've just added the number on it basically and the Gran Turismo logo, and there we go. You know what it is. Anyway, next championship then, again, it's the American Class A Regionals. We could win the number 73 Corvette Z06 for this one, so that's going to be fantastic. We have 4 races again. We have Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca for 6 laps, we have Maple Valley Raceway for 5 laps, back to New York for 7 laps, and then finishing off at Road Atlanta for 6 laps. 18,000 base credits, not including the car rarity bonus or the difficulty bonus. So yeah, with that, we'll jump straight in and see how well the Ford GT fares against some of the other cars. I think we've got a couple of Corvettes in there as well, and don't know which other cars are actually in this starting lineup. I know for the second channel I used a PT Cruiser, so that's going to be fun. So yeah, we have Davis in the Corvette C6 Z06. Taylor is also in a Ford GT. Viper SRT 10 by Williams. Anderson is in the Gold Strand. Miller is in the Viper GTS ACR. Jones is in the C5 Z06. And White is in the Shelby Series 1. Lovely. 2, 1, go. And away we go. So I've added a couple of upgrades onto this thing, not too many, because again, it was already in A-Class, I think, when you buy the car. Or when you win the car, or whenever. But yeah, I mean, it does handle fairly well. I'm getting rear-ended by Davis, though. So that's never fun. No damage still. I'm actually surprised that we didn't get any damage in the previous championship either, the British Championship. The difficulty is still on hard, so, you know, nothing has changed in that respect. I'm just being incredibly lucky that the cars aren't inflicting too much damage, which is good for me, because I need all the money I can get for these championships, of course, to make it to the level cap of 50. And of course, the next episode after this is going to be the next endurance race, which is going to be the Supercar Championship at Mugello. So I think I'll be using the newly acquired JX220 that we won in the British Championship, the good old Jag. I will soup that up to a Class S spec, and hopefully we'll win that one fairly easily. I'm not pulling away that quickly from Davis in the Z06. Now this car handles really, really well. I thought that, you know, being a Ford GT, it was going to be very happy on the rear end, but no, I mean, it's got a lot of grip, a lot of grunt, and it pulls out of the corners really well. So that is a nice surprise. I was half tempted to use this car for the endurance race at Mugello, but unfortunately this car doesn't really have good performance in the higher classes. So a Class A is pretty much the sweet spot on what you're going to get with the car performance. Otherwise it's going to be too unruly and you're just not going to be able to control the thing properly. But for this championship, absolutely perfect. So Davis dropping back a little bit. What's our lap time going to be? It's going to be a 1:29.494. Oh, it does say, the engine does sound really, really good when you're looking back. So let's go on the chase cam for a sec. Oh, that sounds really nice. That's the thing, I do love engines when they have that really bassy tone to the growl of the engine. Another lap complete. 3 to go. Right, let's pop back in then. So yeah, some cars, like the one that I used for the British Championship, DB9, that car really didn't have much in the way of like a bassy, throaty grunt to the engine at all. It just sounded a bit, as I mentioned, it sounded a bit like modern day Formula 1 cars. It's just there. You know, it doesn't have any wow factor to the engine. But this, I mean, this doesn't either when you're looking in this view, but of course the engine is in the rear. So when you look back, it really sounds nice. Again, still pulling away. Oh, it looks like the other Ford GT is getting alongside. There's now a little tussle between Taylor and Davis. Taylor's got the win though. Oh no, Davis has got past him again. Thankfully, that has definitely slowed Davis down. So he's now over 100 meters back. We're up on our previous fastest split time as well. Will we get it slowed down enough? No, we're going to go off. Too late on the brakes, now we're a second back, so I'll try and beat the lap record for the final lap. Oh, I was lucky. I think that's ruined our lap, though. That little slide probably cost us about quarter of a second, half a second. Oh no, we're actually up. We're 0.3. Point 4. We might be able to get it into the 128s if we're lucky. Nope. I think we beat the lap time. No, yeah, 129.228, so that isn't too bad. Davis was second, and Taylor in the other Ford GT was third. So, yeah, I'm quite impressed with the GT. Very nice car. Now we're up to level 1. So we're not going to make it to level 48 in this championship. We will do, though, during the next endurance event. But anyway, back to Maple Valley. You can take a photo in any single-player race. Yeah, I know that. I've done so before when I used the Eclipse with the Fast and Furious livery I spent ages putting on. And no one gave a crap. Anyway. Race 2. 3, 2, 1, go. And it is a drag race between myself and Davis, but I think I got the whole shot on this one. A little bit wide, but cut it back in at the end of the apex. Yeah, this car has actually really surprised me because, I mean, I've raced the GT40, or the GT, sorry, on Gran Turismo and in other games, and you do get an awful amount of oversteer. And I was a bit apprehensive using this car for this championship because I thought, you know, the oversteer was going to carry over to this game from other games as well. But no, I mean, this car just handles really well. I mean, yeah, it does have oversteer, which is to be expected because it's rear-wheel drive, but it's very controllable and it sticks really well to the track surface. So, yeah, I'm very pleasantly surprised. But that could be I got a rear wing on the back. Have I got a rear wing? Yeah, I have. So, yeah, I do have downforce. I've got the front splitter on there as well. But usually that doesn't make any odds. You have like a rear wing on a very high-powered rear-wheel drive car, and you still get an abundance of oversteer. But this car, not at all. It really does work well. And there's no specific setup on the car either. Just literally slap some upgrades on it and run it as it is, so... 1.6 seconds faster on that sector. And we're already over 200 meters ahead of Davis, Taylor, and Williams. Oh, no you don't. Oh, we didn't get a penalty for that, but that is going to slow us down. Don't think we're going to get a faster lap time this time. We're still up by 0.5. Nice little slide, and a 1:34.002, so we were faster by a second. I did make up a bit of time. That last corner, though, was very dodgy. I thought we were going to rear-end the wall. So, by my reckoning, then, we should be down into the 132s. If I can get a clean lap. A 132 is definitely possible. Because we did waste over a second with that little excursion onto the grass. Is this going to be a 132? Oh, it's a 131.9. Bloody hell, even better than I thought. Oh, look at that. Perfect slide around turn 1. We are much too slow on this lap. Already down by 1.6 seconds. But that's absolutely fine. I don't want to push for another faster lap because I will make a mistake and crash the car. Okie dokie, final lap, and we're almost 1,000 meters ahead of Davis, Taylor, and Williams. Well, we are with Taylor and Williams. Just Davis to go. And there we go. Customary handbrake turn. That was a perfect race all around, I think. No incidents, no time penalties, no damage, and 32 grand. Lovely. 285 to go. And now at level 2. So our money should go up a little bit. Well, it will go up a little bit because of the rarity bonus. As we head to New York. This one might be problematic because the Corvette has very, very good top end speed. Mine is kind of middle of the road because I more went for the cornering and handling ability rather than top end speed. So we'll see how we go. Three, 2, 1, go. Just got to block off the Corvette immediately. Turn. Ooh, the sharper corners the car doesn't like with cold tires. Nope. Okay, so my fears were pointless because we are pulling away from Davis. And they crashed into the wall anyway. A bunch of numpties. Right, 1 lap down. 6 to go. We should definitely be able to get it below the 1 minute mark as well. How are the tyres looking? Yeah, they're now up to temperature, so... Getting around about the same speed as we did with the DB9. About 164 miles an hour, so... Not bad. And yeah, look at that. Already 200 meters ahead of Davis. And a lap time of a 59.3. I was expecting a load of debris. Well, there's a wing mirror. I was expecting a lot more debris going through the hairpin, but I think it might have been just a side swipe into the corner. I think I slowed down a bit too much and a bit too early for the hairpin, so I think our 0.3 advantage on time, I think that's just whittled away to nothing. Unless, yeah, we lost 0.6 of a second. That was my fault. I was supposed to keep it in second gear, but unfortunately I downshifted one too many. Don't think this is going to be a faster lap. Nope. Not by much, by 0.1. No, too wide. Hey, there we go, 59,079. With how this race has gone, Davis hasn't dropped back as far as I would have hoped. We're actually coming up to the lap a couple of cars. I believe they're the ones that got damaged at the start and probably went into the pits for repairs. But we're not going to catch him before the end. Nope, there he is. So again, not a problem. A very nice, clean race. And brake turn it across the line. Fan-bloody-tastic, and pick up our winnings. Actually, I didn't want to save the replay again because New York has really bad lighting with the replays, so... Oh well. Not a problem. Level 3 for GT. Now the final race, my favourite track of this group. Road Atlanta. Bloody marvellous. We should get the whole shot from Davis at the start as well. To barrel into turn 1. 3, 2, 1, go! Cut across, block my line. Be careful into turn 1 on cold tyres. It'll take about a lap for him to warm up properly. The front tyres especially, the rear tyres are not so much about half a lap. Or 3/4 of a lap. One down, 5 to go. Lap time of 1:29.111. See, when you get races where you're guaranteed to win, I just treat them as a glorified time trial. Just try and get the fastest lap time as I can. Push as much of the performance of the car as possible. Four seconds faster, 1:24.613. That first chicane, I'm thinking of cutting that again for the next lap because we only had 0.033 of a time penalty for that one. So that could be beneficial for getting another faster lap time. 1:24.2, 0.3 of a second faster. Maybe not that time. Regardless, we're still up by 0.28. There we go, 1:23.6. 0.6 of a second faster, and even I didn't go across the chicane either. I've seen that time I got a 0.5 of a second penalty, before it was only 0.33. That's not fair, says the person cheating and cutting a corner. "11 seconds ahead of Davis." Okay, final lap. And there we go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect championship. Alright, save the replay. Get our winnings, which should probably still be 32,000 unless it's 33. No, it's still 32, but that's fine. Right, we're almost halfway to level 48. What about car level? We'll now reach level 4 at least. So there we go. Fantastic. Went better than expected. There we go, we win the 2003 Chevrolet number 73 3R Racing Corvette Z06. And we get an extra 36,000 for winning the American Class A Regionals. Thank you very much. Is this the one with the tiger stripes? No, it isn't. Okay. It's the number 73 Stars and Stripes, though. Not bad. Probably won't use it, but it's there for the collection. Okie dokie, so that is the last for now of the American Class A Regionals and the Regional Championships. Next time we're going to go back to the endurance races, and it's the turn of the Mugello Supercar Grand Prix. So there's any cars eligible up to Class S. So we're going to be using the Jaguar XJ220 for that one. But that will be for next time, so I'm going to leave it here for now. Thank you very much for watching, as always, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, stay safe, and bye for now.